happy hosting.
You too.
Me too?
We're safe and sound. I can feel your cup. You know my river won't evaporate. This world we still appreciate. You could be my luck. Even in a hurricane of frowns, I know that we'll be safe.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
more?
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away?
Sometime.
Everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. Where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. Where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
Every person who holds back due to fear, in a way, has an inner stutter. Only when we face our stutter that we can truly start to live. Speaker Slam is not just a part of my journey. Speaker Slam is my journey.
I just want to add one thing about Speaker Slam. So we go through hundreds and hundreds of videos every single week to decide the videos that are going to go up on our platform. And by watching Speaker Slam videos, we realize how good the content is. And we've never worked more than 3 times with one partner. And with Speaker Slam, we've already selected, I think, 4 videos, and we're now going to select even more. And it's just to show how much of a good job they're doing at selecting the speakers and selecting the stories, because it really impressed us, and that's why we're here. I just wanted to say that.
No. But I am the host of Speaker Slam.
Move aside. The stage makes you come alive.
Apply to be a speaker today at speakerslam.ca.
All the winners from the past events are coming back for one final throwdown. And we're gonna bring out 500 people for that. So I want you to be the messengers.
He said it now.
I said it, I made it a possibility. And I want you to spread the word.
What are you about to do right now?
I am about to sign the contract for the Jane Talent Center for our Grand Slam. We'll maybe do this all the time, but for us this is such a big deal because it's a big commitment. Financially, it's a huge commitment. It's also a huge commitment to take on the task of trying to fill a venue of this size. And with that risk comes a commitment to making it happen. So there's a certain excitement around that. It's like we're up-leveling. I think for us, the important thing is that we've always wanted to provide a stage for our speakers. And we've gone from Revival to the Lula Lounge, and like being able to come to the Jane Mallet that has seats for up to 500, it's just in line with our vision of giving grander, greater and grander stages for our performers. I think that's going to be a really electric evening when we can have, all of our best speakers of the year in front of 500 guests. Today is a very exciting day. We are about to have our no risk, no reward event at Lula Lounge. It's exciting for us because we have sold the most tickets that we have. We're about to have the biggest night we've had thus far in our Speaker Slam history, so it's a big deal for us.
And now I'm gonna share our risk. Tonight, we are launching the Grand Slam tickets.
You just told me something really exciting. You what?
We just sold our first ticket for the Grand Slam. This lady. Oh my God, I'm so excited. It's just everything. And at no risk, no reward, we sold tickets. And we sold one ticket. Yes! Finally, I am so grateful because with that one ticket, it meant to start. And it all means just start. And tonight, I hope to double that count.
Ladies and gentlemen, on your feet, let's give it up for the founders of Speaker Slam, Dan and Rena!
It's a turn on, let's go!
It's just a joy to be around all of these people and to hear all of their stories.
It's real people telling their real stories.
This is a place that gets to honor you being you.
If you are interested in coming at it as a speaker, it's really a chance to be able to refine your craft.
Speaker Slam has been the most unexpected journey that I could have ever imagined.
I've learned to be vulnerable. I've learned to share things. I've learned to put myself out there.
Speaker Slam is my family. They have just welcome everybody, and I've become one of their biggest cheerleaders. I come more for the community now than the competitions, to be honest. I just love it.
I feel so privileged and grateful to be part of such a thriving organization, and the experience to be on the stage in itself, it's worth its weight in gold.
When I say speaker, you say slam. Speaker! 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 It's a throwdown. Let's go!
Speaker Slam is a one-of-a-kind speaker development agency. For the past 6 years, we've helped mission-driven, heart-centered speakers, authors, coaches, and entrepreneurs create and build a unique personal brand with speaking and video. We run North America's largest inspirational speaking competition and have the privilege of crowning the Inspirational Speaker of the Year annually at our Grand Slam. We offer powerful training programs for both emerging speakers looking to discover their story and message, and momentum speakers looking to elevate their speaking, build their brand, and get paid to shine on stage. We specialize in video marketing, from beautiful legacy videos that capture our speakers' most cherished memories to professional speaker reels that will get you booked. And we create events and conferences that provide a platform for speakers to make an impact with their voice, including our Momentum Conference, taking place this November both virtually and on stage in Toronto, Canada. We have had thousands of speakers on our stages and watched incredible transformations as they went on to build their brand with speaking, landing book deals, press, and documentaries, getting paid to speak, launching movements, and finding themselves on coveted TEDx stages. Every speaker is on their own unique journey, and we are here to meet you where you're at so that you can be seen and heard, leave a legacy, and inspire the world.
Speaker! 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 It's a throwdown. Let's go!
Welcome to the new competition. What up?
We love competitions. You know, Dan, every time I see myself hip hop out onto stage in all my ample glory in front of 600 people, I'm like, if I can do this, anybody can do this. Anybody can be putting themselves out there to show off their brand, right? There's no shame anymore.
That was a memorable moment. And you know what? That is a part of our brand and our journey. And just like that, your proof of stage video is just a part of your journey. So I love that.
Exactly. And, you know, we have always felt very powerfully that we should be leaning into our brand. Dan and I are quirky. You know, we're funny. Yeah. I've held him up. We've danced on stages. We've done all kinds of crazy things. And
my next vision for that is I hold her up. I think that would be a shocking.
Okay, you know what I've been trying to convince Dan forever, and he will not do it. I don't know why. The airplane. You know where I'm laying on the ground and I'm holding him up like an airplane? I really think that would be a hilarious shot. So watch for it. It may come out of the new year. Okay, so this is just us. This is how we brainstorm on our brand, making magic. And we're here today to talk about your brand building journey. So Dan, that's going to be exciting.
I'm excited. You know, November is National Entrepreneurship Month. It's just so beautiful because we're doing the Momentum Conference on November 19th, and it all kind of plays into one another. And I think when we start celebrating the entrepreneurship journey, magic happens.
Yes. And so today's, this is going to be very quick. I'm thinking maybe 30 to 45 minutes. I just wanted to take the time to be able to share this so we could share about the conference and the competition, so we can answer any questions. So what I really, first of all, if you're here with me, let me know in the chat. And you know what would help me, because from my production studio end, I just see Facebook users. So put your name in. I want to know that you're here. I want to know who's here with us. And if you're watching the replay later, please let us know that as well. I want to see who's watching, who's coming, who's thinking about participating. Okay, Mike in Ottawa. Emmy, I love that Emmy said she's here now more for the community, for the competition. Like, Emmy, you are like the poster child of Speaker Slam. Okay, Jenny, Karen, beautiful.
We got people in the house.
Okay, so we are going to jump in 1 second. I'm just going to show you all the details. And if you have questions, please put them in the chat. I guess I'll have Dan watch for them and we can circle back to them towards the end. Okay, Dan, are we ready, do you think?
We're ready. I think the people are ready for this bad boy. Let the world know about this new competition, the Brand Builder competition. That's all.
Okay, I love that. Okay, so we are going to start. You know, we've been running our inspirational speaking competitions for 6 years, and we thought it was time to add something new. So we are introducing our Brand Builder competition. So as a speaker development agency, we know firsthand how important a speaker's brand is to them when it comes to getting booked and paid. It's even more than just your speaking. It's that unique brand that sets you apart from the competition. It's captivating. It can move you to the front of the line for speaking opportunities. So November, as Dan mentioned, is Global Entrepreneurship Month, and we are celebrating that with our brand building competition. So we're calling all speakers, authors, coaches, entrepreneurs to help them find their voice and to dream and envision and innovate and really to create their brand. And really the main purpose of this is for you to actually do this project and start putting these graphics out there and to start brainstorming on it, because we believe strongly that the brand is a huge part of momentum. This is part of getting your energy out there, attracting clients, attracting opportunities. And it can be as simple as entering a competition and being noticed, you know, after you've been maybe in the background for a while. So it's just part of what we're doing to help build momentum. So we encourage everyone to enter our brand building competition and to really put yourself out there front and center. So we're just going to go through this quickly in terms of the steps. So step 1 is to create your unique brand positioning graphic. We will provide you with a very basic template that you can customize any way you want, and you will submit them to us by November 3rd. I believe that's about 10 days. These are some examples of some people that are either in our program or who have done different projects with us. You can see how gorgeous they are. They're unique. They're very simple. It's not going to be complicated for you to do. You should be in Canva. You know, I think Canva is the easiest thing that you can use to kind of create these sort of things. So I want to give you the position graphic requirements. So we use IG story size. Okay, it's very simple. That way you can use your picture and you have enough space for your copy at the bottom. It's also really beneficial because then you can put it into your IG stories. It's 1080 by 1920 pixels. It should include your name. It should include your picture. It should include your brand colors, and it should include your unique position in the marketplace. Now, I want to go back 1 second here. You can see that Howard, we've used a copy of his book. Daniel Burns is an award-winning speaker. He used his logo. So you can use little pieces to really enhance it to make it special and unique. But the most important part really is your positioning statement, because we're trying to help you get clarity in the marketing place. So you can see Elena here, the Clarity Queen. That's her brand, helping entrepreneurs create a streamlined path to success with my 3-step GPS clarity system. So that's sort of her proprietary concept. Step 2 is that you're going to share your graphic during Inspiration Week. So November 7th to 11th, and have your community vote. It'll look exactly like this. People will come in and be able to look. We are going to set it up so that people have to vote for 3. It ends up making it a lot more fair. It's not so much a popularity contest when they have to vote for 3, because the winners tend to end up being the winners. And then in addition, on November 12th, we will announce the top 10 competitors. And this is going to include 5 selected by votes and 5 selected by our judging team. And I always make sure that we have a judging component, because I really want to protect the integrity of the competition. I want the right people in the top 10. And I want the audience voting, because I want to make sure that these graphics go around online. It's going to build momentum for you, and it's going to build momentum for us, and it's going to really help get you noticed. The judging criteria, very simple. There's going to be 20 points for clarity of your positioning statement. I should be able to read that statement and know super clear who you are and what you're doing. Your picture. Now, when I say your picture, is it clear? You don't have to go to a professional photographer. You can use your iPhone or Samsung, go out and get a nice picture. That's a high quality picture, but there shouldn't be people in the background. You shouldn't be cropped so that you're half cut off, or the picture should be in alignment. So like if you are an accountant, you're probably wearing a suit looking very conservative. If you're an artistic type, it should probably look a little bit creative. So the picture needs to be a good reflection of who you are. Brand colors and design. You should be able to see some cohesiveness in your colors. It should look aesthetically pleasing. Unique and memorable. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes when you get to the end, everybody, the finalists all have a great positioning piece. They all have a good picture. They all have great colors. Now it's, are you unique and memorable? Do you stand out? Is there something in there that's really eye-catching? Is it maybe a unique sentence? And finally, cohesive. And when I say cohesive, I mean, does it all work well together? Is it put together in the right dimensions? Not that your picture is all of it and there's one tiny little line at the bottom. You should be able to visibly see it. You should be able to visibly see your picture, the colors, the design, everything should be cohesive and should look beautiful. So step 4, the top 10 will have 5 days to create their special sauce bio and submit to us by November 17th at 9 p.m. Now, if you've done a boot camp with us, or if you've been in our program, I talk a lot about special sauce bio, and I just want to take 1 minute for anyone that's new. Your special sauce bio is just simply your bio put into a sort of graphic that looks special and unique. I love this one from Kate. Okay, this really captures Kate and who she is. It's written in a really unique style. And a lot of times people will write a bio like, I have 20 years corporate experience, and I have a degree in this, and I've taken a certification in this. And then there are times when people think, I don't have enough of a background to be able to compete with other people with my bio. I haven't done enough. I haven't won anything. I haven't accomplished enough. And I talk a lot about this, is that your special sauce is really what makes you special. What can you create? Dan and I created Speaker Slam, and we will forever be able to put co-founders of Speaker Slam in our bio. And you have the opportunity in this world to create things. It could be a fashion show. It could be a retreat. It could be a scholarship that you award money for. It could be a charity that you get on the board of directors for. It could be a project that you put out to your community. Creating something special automatically gives you a credential that makes you unique. So I want you to take some time. Only the top 10 will be doing this. You'll be creating your special sauce bio. So your special sauce bio will be in presentation form. 1920 by 1080 pixels. Again, we'll send you the template in Canva. But when I say a template in Canva, I mean very basic. I'll just give you the link to this so you don't have to figure out how to size it. We can maybe put a space where you can put your picture up, but it's up to you to be creative in any way that you want. It's up to you to use the colors, the designs, the picture, the graphic that you want to make it as unique as you can. So it should include your picture. And what I would recommend is maybe something different than the one that you're putting in your positioning statement, because they will go side by side when the judges are judging. So you want to kind of show as many dimensions of yourself as you can. You will have your own unique bio and your brand colors. So keeping those cohesive with the positioning statement is a great idea. So on step 5, the top 10 will compete during our Momentum virtual pre-conference on November 18th at 2 p.m. This is going to be taking place on Hopin. In a few minutes, I'm going to talk about our Momentum conference, which is happening November 19th on stage in Toronto. It's also going to be live streamed. And this event is really our pre-conference. This is the day before. It's going to be a phenomenal event. I'll tell you more about it. But in the middle of it, we're going to have this 1 hour long top 10 competition with some phenomenal judges and prizes. And this is what it's going to look like. You are going to have your positioning graphic here that you entered with. You are going to have your special sauce bio over here. Now you'll notice we did this with Pam in a boot camp. So you can see the colors are not cohesive, right? She should have this graphic because this was a process, but this graphic would probably be the same green shade. So she'd have this graphic, she'd have her bio. The judges will have a minute or two to read over this and look this over. And then there's going to be a 90-second pitch where you really get to talk and share about your brand and who you are and what you do and what you care about. And it's a whole series that they're going to judge, that they're going to evaluate and choose the winner. So judges, we have a couple judges already. We have Stu McLaren, absolutely one of my favorite people in the world. He runs Tribe, an amazing 7-figure entrepreneur. He is all about marketing. His whole business is brilliantly marketed. So he is a great person to be able to judge the power of a brand. And then we have adorable Crystal. I just went on her site. I was like, oh my God, I already love this branding. She does creative copywriting, and she's a coach for rebels, misfits, and world-changing humans. I just had to look at that to know that she knows all about brand. We're also bringing in an actual branding expert and someone who's a graphic designer. So that it's a complete group of people that are looking at what you're doing and being able to assess how this all comes together. So the prizes, there'll be a $5,000, up to $5,000 prize package donated by the judges. That is always coaching, membership in their programs. Sometimes it's books, sometimes it's courses, we've had all kinds of opportunities depending on who the judges are. There's also a signature video courtesy of us. That's where we take a speech of yours and make it into like a masterpiece. And there's free entry into our first online competition of the year, which is our Body Beautiful competition. I believe that's in March, February or March. I'll have Dan let me know that in a minute. And this signature video can be anything. It can be a speech you submit to us, or maybe it's going to be your entry into the Body Beautiful competition. And this is just going to be something else that we can do to help build your brand. Okay, entry fee. Super low, rock bottom entry fee, $97 Canadian to compete. Or this is free with your Momentum conference ticket. And as I mentioned, our Momentum conference, which is coming up next month, these are some of the amazing people that are going to be speaking. And I really wanted to show this graphic, partly because I'm super proud of just the journey. And as I look at this, you can see there are some people here that are Speaker Slam alumni. Gina Hatsis, our Too Much Woman, almost 40 million views on her videos. She launched her whole Too Much Woman movement. Darius Bashar, many of you know him. He's an incredible, oh my God, life-changing photographer who's just doing phenomenal things in this world. It's being hosted by Mr. Blake Fly. Many of you know him, 8 times TEDx speaker. He runs a business, youth speaking business. He's incredible. Our partner, our collaboration partner, Laura from Avalon Empowerment. And Avalon will be involved doing an NLP workshop on neuro-linguistic programming, super powerful. And then we have some of our speakers from our Booked and Paid program. So we're so happy to be able to give paid speaking opportunities to people who are maybe new and emerging speakers. So I'm really excited about that. And I think why don't we show the video now, Dan? So that we can really, for anybody that's just coming to us for the first time, can see what we're doing. Momentum is taking risks and making moves. It's putting yourself out there again and again. It's action and energy without fear or doubt or pause. It's taking 10,000 steps towards the last 3 feet to gold until your life and business are propelled into greatness. And that momentum starts now. The Momentum Conference was designed to bring purposeful people together, a celebration to kickstart the journey, featuring inspiring keynotes that elevate your life and business, transformative workshops, and interactive segments like our Passion Speed Share, where you might just get the chance to share on stage in front of 350 guests. Participate in our personal brand building challenge and witness us crown our 2022 Inspirational Speaker of the Year at our Grand Slam. This is a unique conference for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs, hosted by the lovable super dad, superstar, super speaker Blake Fly, featuring many of our fabulous Speaker Slam alumni, supporting new and emerging speakers with opportunities to be seen and heard on stage, and lovingly supported by our collaboration partner, Avalon Empowerment. This conference is for those who lead with their humanity, not their ego. Tickets are on sale now. Your explosive success begins with one spark. Okay, so before I kind of go into the conference, which I want to share about, I just smile ear to ear every time I see our videos. Is it crazy that I love them so much? It's exciting because I get to see the journey. And I will just tell you, like, the Momentum Conference for us was really a long time in the works. This is a goal of ours. And I'm going to put it out there right now. I'm putting this out here. My vision is to rival TEDx. You know, TEDx has become a really saturated brand. And I believe that in 5-10 years time, that we can be a super powerful conference out there that new and emerging speakers are vying to get on our stage and get paid for. And so this is just the first drop. We're coming out of a pandemic and we're just trying to like ease into the scene. You know, we were very quick to be one of the first people doing events after the pandemic because life has to go on, right? We have to move on. And I know people want to get on the stage and be seen and heard. So the Momentum Conference for us, and really important to me, was that it has the same energy of who we are as a brand. Now, I've been to a bunch of conferences lately. I've seen all kinds of conferences. And what I know to be true about our group is that they're very heart-centered and mission-driven. They are very loving and kind. I know that it's not going to be a cold energy. I know that people are going to be hugging and networking and taking pictures, and we're going to do a networking game. And it's going to have that warm energy that all of our events did, including the one we just did in August. So that's what we want. We want to bring community back. And it's going to start with a curated networking activity in the lobby. So when people come in, they have a purpose. I personally, I'm not a huge fan of networking. I'll tell you that right now. You know that awkward moment when you just have to kind of walk up and, oh, what do you do? What do you do? I hate that. I like things to be purposeful. There's a game or there's an activity and you have a reason to go up to people and you don't feel foolish. So I will make sure that that happens. And then we'll be going into this beautiful theater. I love the Glen Gold Studio. It's a very classy building right downtown Toronto. And the day it's not going to be a huge long day. It'll be really from 1 to 5. And there'll be a lot of speakers. We'll do our Passion Speed Share where we can get people up on the audience. And what I love about that is that it's, you know, going to be an amazing experience if you're sitting in the audience and your name is pulled and you get to come up on stage in front of not only 350 people in the audience, but maybe 100 or 200 that have bought live streaming tickets. Like, it's a great opportunity to just get some exposure and get seen and get on video. We'll have a workshop by Avalon and a workshop by Gina Hatzis. It's just going to be an incredible day. We definitely, something Jan and I really care about is food. You know, when you go someplace, you get like a free something. We're all about that. So we will definitely have appetizers, refreshments. It's going to be incredible. And then also we have a VIP session. And we created the VIP so that we could bring in some really cool speakers in the morning, have a catered breakfast, and VIP guests will also get to sit in the first 2 rows and get on stage for a picture with a mic. And everything we do is thinking about our speakers and helping them get paid and helping them get future speaking opportunities. So if you can get pictures on stage with a mic, that's just so invaluable. So the whole day is kind of designed like that. We break for dinner and then we go into our Grand Slam. And for anyone, we've had Grand Slams with 500-600 people. They're really the highlight of our entire year, where we have the top speakers from each competition. And what I love this year, what we're so excited about, is that not only do we have our online competitors, we have our live stage competitors, and they're all coming together. And it was kind of a dream for Dan and I to be able to be so prestigious as a competition that people would be willing to come in. And we have people right now flying in. We have 5 people flying in from the States. We have Tanya flying in from Montreal. And that is so exciting that they see the value in being on that stage and being in that energy and winning that huge, beautiful trophy that is sponsored by CAPS, gorgeous trophies, potentially winning an amazing prize package. The judges are just phenomenal. I will be sharing more about that. And the speakers are mind-blowing. So if you're coming to be inspired and see the best of the best, this is the night. Okay, so if you have questions, now is the time to start putting them in the chat. I just want to share quickly about, there are some people coming in just for this, which I love. It's so great. Jenny, I'm sure you'll be flying in for us, which I love. Okay, so I want to talk about the virtual ticket first. The virtual ticket includes the pre-conference on November 18th. And we designed that day to be powerful workshops so that people could get the skills and strategies they needed. So people like Jason Reed, who's a positioning expert, the Power Story Master, Stu McLaren will be doing a workshop, Blake Fly, Crystal. We have people doing sales. We'll have a TEDx speaker, all the things that you really want to learn that will really help up-level your business in 2023, that will help you become more innovative and make money. That will all be happening on November 18th, including our brand builder competition. The next day, you will have access to this conference as well. Everything is being live streamed. So the live stream will start at 1 p.m. in the theater up until 5 p.m. And then you'll also have access to watch the Grand Slam from 7 to 10 p.m. And as a bonus, you get your entry into this brand building competition for free. And you get entry into the Momentum Challenge in January. And we did the Momentum Challenge a few months ago, and it was amazing. And we're updating it. It's going to be incredible. You're going to be able to kick off the new year with a 30-day challenge to help you build momentum. And it's the tenets of momentum that I've designed around risk-taking, leverage, relationship building, self-care, mindset. It's not just business related. It's really a holistic challenge to help you build momentum in your life and your business. So this is only $97 Canadian plus HST. So you can see the whole value. Like the entry fee is $97, but you get all of this just for that one price. Okay, and now our tickets, our in-person ticket includes full access to the conference, the pre-conference on the 18th, admission to the Momentum Conference on the 19th, appetizers, refreshments, the Grand Slam, entry into the brand building competition, free entry into the Momentum Challenge in January, and the post-event playback. It's $247 Canadian. It is rock bottom for what you get, and the early bird ends November 4th. So if you're coming, do not wait and have to spend more. And then the VIP session that I mentioned earlier includes a 2-hour morning session with guest speakers featuring Stu McLaren. There'll be a couple other speakers, a catered breakfast, You'll sit in the front 2 rows and you'll get your pic taken on stage with a mic around 5 o'clock. And that's $497 plus HST. And we've sold about half of those. So I wouldn't wait if that's what you're interested in. Okay, so I believe that, oh, yes, let me just put this up here. This is see, I'm really getting into the whole QR code. This is the way of the future, my goodness. If you are interested in knowing more about the conference, signing up for a ticket, you can click here. Once you sign up for the conference, Dan will be emailing you by tomorrow the actual cart, to put your order through for this, the Brand Builder Challenge, which will be free. Okay, so you can sign up and you will get your link to compete for free. And then you can start thinking about your graphic. Okay, I spoke fast, but I speak fast because of this. People have short attention span, right? I am here to just make things super easy for you and quick. And if you have any questions or any thoughts, please let us know. And we're here to answer them. We're here to make magic. And, like I mentioned, I've been to lots of different conferences and I said, this is a conference for people that lead with their humanity, not their ego. And I make sure that every single speaker that's on our stage is a heart-centered person that's coming to just share a powerful lesson, a powerful story about innovating during the pandemic, about creating something unique, about offering an inspirational lesson. It's not that rah motivational run to the back of the room and buy my program kind of conference at all. This is the conference for our community because I know who our community is. So if this is speaking to you, if you need, and you do need to be there and be part of this, make sure you get a ticket. And yeah, Dan, did you want to come on with me and just tell everybody how excited you are?
I'm super excited. I think this is going to be the evolution that we really envisioned for Speaker Slam. We like to live the themes ourselves. Last year with the Grand Slam, the theme was rebirth. And that was the moment for us this year, the transformation of Speaker Slam and heading into what we're doing as a speaker development agency and what the future holds with this Momentum Conference. It's just a step towards a new direction. And I think every one of you is a part of this journey with us. And we're ready to help support you and help you evolve to your next version.
We run the Booked and Paid program now, and many of the people that are even here watching are in that program. And one of the most important things when you're looking to get booked and paid is having testimonials and having experience. So us creating this conference is really our way of being able to give people a foot in the door. So if you can say that you've been paid and you have a testimonial from us as event producers and you have footage of yourself on stage, that's phenomenal. So a lot of what we're doing is creating those opportunities for you to even get up to do passion speech here and get a video on stage, because those are the kinds of things that will help you get booked and paid in the future. So it all works together. It's all part of our vision. And if your vision is to either share a speech on stage, to compete next year, to get booked and paid, you are absolutely in the right place.
Yes, you are. And speaking of testimonials, let me drop one.
Really inspiring time at Speaker Slam tonight. Clearly everyone put their heart and soul into their presentations and were coached really well to combine authenticity with structure that helped take us on a journey.
The speakers are amazing, the audience is great. If you're looking to have a great night where you feel inspired, then you should definitely come and experience that.
I'm blown away by the people here, the level of enthusiasm, and how good every single talk was. I can't recommend this event highly enough.
I want to add one thing about Speaker Slam. So we go through hundreds and hundreds of videos every single week to decide the videos that are going to go up on our platform. And by watching Speaker Slam videos, we realize how good the content is and how much of a good job they're doing at selecting the speakers and selecting the stories.
I laughed. That was perfectly timed.
It was. I just felt the moment. I was just like, I'm going to drop this.
And you can see that gorgeous trophy behind Cyrus. Like, it's beautiful. So I'm excited to see who wins our 2022 Grand Slam. Do you want to talk about the judges maybe?
Yes. Okay. Oh my God. I have the video ready to go. Like I could share.
You missed the drop on that one. Some of these judges aspirational, like you're hoping we get them? Is that
A little from column A, a little from column B. I'm just waiting on the thing. But let me see here. Can I do it? Can I?
One thing I'm going to
get
say
it?
while Dan's thinking about that is like sometimes what we do is we create a video or a poster with all the judges we have and then one or two that we want. And it's our way of manifesting and it's always seemed to work out for us. So we'll just see who Dan's hoping for.
All right. I guess this is the judge's announcement, and before the official confirmation from one of them. But I'm excited. I hope you guys are ready because we're about to reveal the Grand Slam judges, and you are one of the first few people who are finding out this information. So this is exciting. And as the video kind of loads, I am just going to continue milking this time and moment.
So, but Dan, so tell them like even the value of working with these judges in terms of prizes.
Okay. So these judges, just getting the time with them costs thousands of dollars, and being able to move through and be a part of this group is going to accelerate your journey. We're getting coaches, judges that are going to elevate your brand. And I have, let me just, I gotta share the video. I gotta just put it out there and let's just see. Oh, it's not loading. Oh.
While he loads it, let me just say one of the things that I was thinking about is that, you know, we've had speakers work with judges in the past who've gone on to then have books. And the perfect example is Marjorie. So Marjorie won last year and she got an amazing prize from Tabitha, Life to Paper. And she helped her produce this book, and Marjorie gifted it to our speakers. And so that was a journey that we all went on this year where I think 12 or 13 speakers, including Dan, got a chapter. I wrote the foreword. We produced this book. We've published it. We're selling it. We got a best-selling status, and that all came from her winning that prize. So a lot of these prizes have helped elevate speakers' careers in different ways. So that's why we bring them in. We really look for the kinds of people that are there to help. And while Dan's continuing to do that, I will say I did a podcast yesterday, and I was doing it with Joelle. Actually, I got to post that. 2 hours. I'm like, nobody wants to listen to 2 hours about my life, but it's out there. And he said, is there any like failures or embarrassing moments that you've ever had with Speaker Slam? And I said, you know, Dan and I just had this conversation because I said to Dan, do you realize like we've never failed in anything we wanted to do? Like anything that we put out there, we've actually made happen. And he was like, don't be so quick. Do you remember the Grand Slam? I can't remember if it was 18 or 19, 2019. We had a Grand Slam moment and we had these like great judges. And we hadn't really gotten up to par with our tech. People were not using iPads yet. We were doing manual scoring. So the judge got all these, the ballot counter got 8 judges' scorecards, and he had to manually add them together. And we hadn't accounted for that. Like we hadn't taken into account like how long that was going to take. So we actually got Goalcast to come up from Montreal to be our judges. And that was a huge deal for us because we had just gotten all these speakers viral. Like we were really like, we were fanning over them. Like we really thought they were incredible. And they got up to speak, and like, we knew we had to wait. Like the judging wasn't going to be ready. So like, we were like, keep going. And we made them like stay. Like, we can't even think about it. We made them stay on our stage for like 10, 15 minutes. And we had to get up and, you know, even though we're speakers, we didn't even know what to say. It was awkward. We were trying to kill 20 brutal, painful moments. We'll never live that down.
Until today, now I have to upload the video on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Technical issues, but you know, the show must go on. That was one of those moments that the audience that was there may have not totally been have known was happening, and maybe everyone was just kind of like, hey, it was great. But for us as event organizers, those are the moments that like kind of you feel it like And if you ever organize an event, you know how the logistics side of things play out. So, but a fun story.
Okay, let me continue on with another fun story. But
Yeah.
other than that, I will say that we've had, I'm a little blurry right now, actually. Let me just see.
Well, hi. I'm now your one and only speaker. We are in the midst of something great with this theme of evolution, with the Grand Slam. I'm excited because we're about to go to that next level. And if you're following the journey, you know how special the Grand Slam is. It's a part of who we are. Just celebrating the journey for all of the speakers online. So get your ticket.
I love that that's what I walked into. Yes, we aren't actually stalling for any other reason than we want to keep telling you to get your ticket to our conference. But no, I will say this, you know, having gone through a couple of stressful moments like this of having to fill time, nothing phases me now. You know, when you get on stage and you have that, like your heart's in your throat and you're nervous, nothing phases me. But anyway, getting back to my story, where, well, I'm sure Dan's 1 minute away from uploading this video. I will say this, we were also talking about events that we've had on stage and moments that was I always happy? Was it always a huge success? And there was like maybe one competition early on, I think it was fitness and motivation, and it just didn't have the same energy as the others. And I remember just feeling like physically unhappy. Like I felt like the energy was off. People came in late and it wasn't the best event we've ever had. And if any of you know Micah, Happy, he pulled me backstage and he said, Rena, snap the hell out of it. You know, you need to get out there and bring your energy. So I went back and we finished strong, but it was a very valuable lesson in learning that even the show must always go on. Okay, so I'm not sure if Dan's going to be able to get this video up, so maybe we'll have to wait for it later. But I will say if there's any questions, now's the time. And if not, you can reach out to me. I'm on Facebook. You can message me at any time. I am happy to answer questions about this graphic. We will send out the templates in Canva so that you can work on them. If you're in our program, you know what we're talking about. If you're new to it and you need a little help, just kind of understanding the concept and you have a few other questions, you can definitely ask me. And again, only the people that make it to the top 10 will be creating a special sauce bio. So when the time comes, there will be a new judging criteria for the top 10 event, and the top 10 event judging criteria will take in the 3 pieces, and we will send that information out when the time comes. So, okay, I think Dan.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
It's coming. Get ready.
I don't believe. How are they going to listen to me talk now and watch a 2-hour podcast later? I don't know.
Right? Okay.
Okay, well, while I'm chatting, how about I go on to something else? No?
Wait. Okay, go for no. Clutch.
That was worth the wait. And please do not contact any of those people until we've confirmed 100% that they're in. But yeah, that was great.
I'm excited. I think this is going to be one of the best events that we've ever pulled together. So
yep.
I'm ready.
I'm ready too, and so are our speakers, and we're excited. So we are going to sign off now. Please get your ticket to the conference. Please enter this brand building competition. And Dan, do you want to tell them that you love them, that you support them?
You are seen, you are heard, and you are loved. Get ready to be a part of this journey. Have a good night.